Okay, so how many times do you have to try to get something out of the back? And yeah, flip this up here. Or you're trying to hold it. So we've got another way to do it. So while we were in Pigeon Forge, we picked up this little product called Easy Window. It's made to prop open that back window on your soft top. Looks like a pretty easy install. Package screws to bracketry. It's got a pretty nice wrinkle finish on the outside of it. So it attaches to your sport bar in the back and to your soft top. Not a lot of hardware to install. Alright, so let's dig into this. Let's see how it works. Okay, the hardware, you can almost see like there's a theme here possibly. Alright, so the hardware, retaining strap, some little bungees. Doesn't look all that difficult to install. Alright, some custom molded parts. Even give you an Allen wrench to install. That's kind of nice. And a wrench to hold it with. So we bought this on sale while we were out there. It was $99. They did a pretty good demo. Looked like a pretty good product. And well, let's see how it works. The instructions look pretty good. So let's go through it. See how easy it is to install. Okay, the instruction says a 1/2 inch in from both sides. Use the self-tapping screw that's provided. Okay, so self-tapping screw. Just go easy, it'll cut through that pretty quick. Okay, so there's one side. Okay, so there's the tapped holes. Okay, so first thing, number one there, we gotta locate a few parts. So we got that piece. I'm guessing that there's one for the passenger, one for the driver. And it says that this is the passenger. I guess you can look at which side the holes are on to decide whether it's passenger or driver. Right, so passenger, driver. And then rear window bar. Okay, so they want you to slide these little pieces in to this track. Let's see if we can get them in this way, because yeah, they fit in. So you just drop them in, push them forward, they drop right in. You can't really push them in from the side because of these little bumps, right? Okay. So remember they showed you on there which sides. Okay, so when you're doing this, remember when you're looking at this, you're backwards. This is actually the driver's side. While you're standing, it almost looks like it should be the passenger. This is the driver, right? So you remember when in the instructions it says driver's side, so this is the passenger and that's the driver. It tells you to put this piece in and then line this up with the first ridge, right? So we're gonna install this on this edge with this end real close to the end, right? So here we go. It drops right in. And once you get one on, the other one should just self-center. Okay, now it says align this as close as you can to this front rib. And it shouldn't have to be stupid tight, right? Okay, there's that. Alright, so what they suggest you cover these holes. I guess there's a couple screws you got to put in. They see a lot of people that drop these all the time. Alright, so let's cover them up like they suggest and go from there. Okay, so the one thing nice they've done is they've labeled these. You see here, this one says passenger side. Okay. So it's nice that they say passenger and they say driver, because sometimes you tell somebody right or left, it gets misconstrued. This goes around. So I see why they have you put the towel down or cover up that hole. So this says approximately 2 inches up. Okay, so first things first, we're going to put this screw in. I think this is going to be the harder of them all. So the little screw just goes in. This arm out of the way. Squeeze that. Put this nut on the other side. I'm going to get a tape measure. So I'm just going to get a rough measurement of where this bracket is. I'm going to mark it to the center of the screw. So the bracket's about 2 and the center of this hole is about 2.5. That hole is 2.5 inches to the bolt. Alright, so let's do the other side. Extremely hard to see. There's this bracket here on the inside the top. Right, so you're going to pull that bungee through this hole, and then the hook is going to attach to the top, and that's going to allow it to not fall out. Okay, so one thing to watch for when you're installing this is make sure that the bungee cord is forward, right? Because if it slides down, you try to pull this side through, you're going to take it off. So just make sure the short side's down. They give you plenty of end on this end. Push through the hole and pull through. So these ends, they snap into these holders. So snap in both sides, and you can adjust tension on the bars. Alright, so you set the tension on these bars by this bolt right here. These just snapped in here and on both sides. So when you're ready to take it off, just pinch it and push it out. The window will come off real easy. And it's gonna be hard to see, but this is that hole that you have to put this bungee cord, because their claim to fame is that you can run this thing with the window open. The bungee cord to keep it from going back and forth. I don't foresee myself ever running with this window open, so I'm not going to hook it up right now, but it's a good idea. Right? And there's a set of locks for these in case you want to run with it open. Okay, so it actually comes with this strap that'll tie it back, so when you replace the window, you're going to take the window out, you can tie the bracket up. And these little pins, ain't they cute? It's like a little Jeep. Okay, so this little pin got a hole with the bungee. Right? We just slide this through. And then this just goes around to the other side to lock it in place so it doesn't fall out, and that locks it. And that's how they claim that you can drive with this thing, I think up to 80 miles an hour. Right? For me, I want it so that when I'm getting in and out of here, I'm not always flipping it up on the top. Easy in, easy out. Okay, so easywindow.net. It's a pretty clean install, maybe 15-20 minutes. So my only thing I would say is your little bungee straps and the holes you have to drill. I personally don't think if you're not gonna run around with this open, I don't know if those are necessary. That just keeps it from sliding back and forth while you're driving. That's not how we're gonna use it. Easy disattachment points when you take your top off, or if you want to take the back door out, or to totally fold down a soft top, that's cool. Your straps here, in case you want to fold the top all the way down, take the window out. Pretty nice. Overall, pretty clean install. I kind of like this wrinkle finish. All right. So it's definitely was worth the $99 we paid for it. It'll be nice getting in and out of it. So with that, if you guys have any questions about the install, please leave them in the comments below. You can always go to easywindow.net. So this is something we bought. This is not sponsored by any means. It'd be nice if it was, but we didn't ask, so we did this was an honest install and an honest review of the product itself. This was bought and paid for by us, but I would buy it again. I think it's a pretty nice job, and they were nice enough to give us a demo at Pigeon Forge. Their Easy Trunk's also a nice product, so check it out as well. Until then, this is Jeepingmo. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you enjoy our videos, please review them, please subscribe and share them. Thank you.